Welcome to our live stream. Things are blinging here. So welcome to our live stream. This is a nice little vocabulary test. I just went live with Mike on Ewa, and we talked about the movie Wild with Reese Witherspoon. For those of you who might not know what that movie is about, that is about a woman who goes through a really hard time, and she's finds it difficult to forgive herself. And so she tries to go on this hike and to try to sort of do some soul searching, which is a nice way of saying that she's trying to look and see what it is that she can do to feel good again and to feel comfortable within her own skin. So I have prepared for us 10 words that are related either to what Mike and I talked about today or that are related sort of to the subject in general. So everybody complains it's hard to learn vocabulary in English. I'm here to help you. Here is the first word. Welcome everyone to who's joining. Let's see our first definition. So I'm going to give you a definition, and then you will have the ability to guess the word, the chance to guess the word. And our first definition is the ability to face fear, danger, or pain without giving up. So I'm looking for a word. Hello to you. I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry. But welcome back. I remember you were here. So welcome. So this word, you can tell me, give me a hint. I can tell you that I can tell you how many letters the word has. We can play it as sort of like a little game. I am looking for a word. Thank you. Abulfazl. I need to Abulfazl. I'm probably going to ask you again. Please don't be mad at me. Abulfazl, please. Abulfazl. So definition number one, the ability to face fear, danger, or pain without giving up. What is a word that means that? And yeah, if you want, I can give you the first letter, but I need you to tell me. I want a hint. Or you can just start guessing. That's also an option. So guessing vocabulary words, I've got 10 words for you. So what do you think? Nobody is saying anything. I've got crickets. So I'm going to give you the first letter to try to make it easier. So here we go. The first letter starts with a C. All right. So the ability to face fear. Hi, Yuki, darling. To face fear, danger, or pain without giving up. Letter C. What can you tell me? Something that starts with C. What was the question? Okay, so the definition, I'm going to give you 10 definitions, and then we have a little bit of a conversation thing, and you try to guess the word that I'm looking for. Okay, so the ability to face fear, danger, or pain without giving up. The word starts with a C. That was the question. I need to silence this. I have Instagram popping up. So what do you think? Which word? And maybe I will give you a second letter. I have this laptop now, and my brain always wants to function like an iPad. So I'm like trying to touch the screen. Anyway, so C, and then the second word is O. All right, C-O, the word that I'm looking for. The ability to face fear, danger, or pain without giving up. What can you tell me? C-O, and then I need another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters. Don't know, okay. I'll give you the third letter, C-O-U. C-O-U. Yes. No, not collage. So college. College is where you go to school. You do need to have some sort of ability to face fear and that kind of thing. Hopefully not danger at college. But C-O-U, think of a superhero. Okay, a superhero has this. a person who rescues people, like a fireman, a policeman. They know this. This is a word that they know very, very well. They absolutely have to have this in order to do that job. C-O-U. Okay, I'm going to give you another letter. This is hard. C-O-U-R. Or maybe we can also do C-O-U-R. Superhero, policeman, firefighter, people who, like, I would say a photographer. Thank you, ding, ding, ding. A photographer in war-torn areas have to have what Yuki says here, courage, right? Courage, exactly. So you need to have courage to be a superhero, to do these kinds of things. So my question to you, so that we can practice this vocabulary word, is what is one thing that you did that required for you to have courage? So when was a time in your life that you had courage? What could you tell me? What is this saying now streaming? I have no idea. I'm going to take a picture of this because there's some message here that I will deal with later. I don't want to deal with it now. Anyway, okay. So when is a time in your life that you had courage? What did you do? What happened? Tell me about it. I think in my life, it took a lot of courage to move from the United States to Germany. I did not know the language. Hello, Alessio, dear. I did not know the language. I did not know a lot. I didn't have a job. I didn't have permission to be there. I just moved here or to Germany with my boyfriend, who I had only known for 1 year. And so I think that took a lot of courage. I think also starting an Instagram account at my age, or in general, and going doing these things, I think that takes a lot of courage as well. So what is a time in your life where you had to have a lot of courage? Let me know. New streaming and looking to level up. Okay, no, I don't want that. All right, so anytime that you can think of where you had to have courage. And a lot of this, it looks weird the way this is written because it looks like courage, but it's actually courage. You kind of swallow that last part of the word, courage. When I visited America for the first time, 16 years ago, yeah, right? Back then, there wasn't really a lot of, well, let us see, 2000, those early internet days. So it wasn't so easy. A phone call was still very expensive. So being connected with family was definitely something that took a lot of courage, that you didn't have that ability. So if you are writing right now, and then I don't want to bother you, but I'm going to move on to our next word and continue to write whatever you want to. You're absolutely no problem, but we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so definition here. Number 2, the word I'm looking for reflects this: a feeling of sadness or disappointment about something you did or didn't do. This is something, yeah. Sometimes we feel this. This is what Cheryl felt in the movie. If you would like to guess some letters, how am I going to do that? I need to figure out a way where I can put on my iPad, have another camera, and do like a little like a Wheel of Fortune thing where I can write letters in. That will be so cool. Hopefully by next month, I can do that, where you can guess letters and I can fill them in. I think that would be so much fun. But for now, we're doing low tech. If you would like to guess the first letter or have the first letter, let me know. A feeling of sadness or disappointment about something you did or didn't do. This should probably be easier. Not 16 years ago, but when you were 16 years old. Okay, sorry, I misread that. Yes. Yeah, that was really like writing a letter, and it took forever to get home. By the time your letter reached Japan, Yuki, right? The news was very old. When I left a safe company for one more challenging, yeah, it took courage, right, Alessio? So Brigitte, you're guessing that the letter F is the first letter, or that it is in the word. actually isn't. The word starts with an R, the word I'm looking for. So it starts with an R, a feeling of sadness or disappointment, regret. Yoo-hoo! Exactly, Alessio. Exactly. So a feeling of sadness or disappointment about something you did or didn't do, regret. Absolutely. And so a little practice here is finish the sentence with one thing I don't regret is. Okay, so let's take sort of something positive. Oops, sorry, I'm on all caps here. One thing I don't regret. Don't regret is So pop this up for you. One thing I don't regret. Tell me something you don't regret. I am not sad and my internet connection tends to disconnect frequently. Oh, I'm in a car. Okay. Okay. No stress, darling. I'm happy to have you here as much as you can. So what is one thing you don't regret? Okay. One thing you don't regret. Let me pop this up here so we have this. So ... You can tell me something you don't regret. I don't regret moving to Germany. It was always my dream to live in Europe. I don't regret moving to Germany. I don't regret having kids. I don't regret moving to Hamburg. I don't regret giving Peter a chance. So lots of things not to regret. I don't regret starting an Instagram account. I don't regret that. It's very slow, but we have such a lovely community, so I'm very grateful for that. And I've started the crazy challenge. I want to get one of those silver YouTube plaques. I want 100,000 followers, or subscribers. I want that plaque. If I'm not going to earn money, at least I can have that damn plaque. So I'm trying to lobby hard for that. I don't regret moving to Munich. Super. And we often have this, I don't regret moving. I don't regret loving. I don't regret having. So quite often with this, I don't regret, we add the ing to the verb. I don't regret moving to Nagano. Okay, all right. So super. Okay, so regret. So let's move on to our next vocab word. And let me see what we've got. Our third word for today. And we have a wild natural area where few or no people live. And I will give you the first letter because I think we did not really cover this today, this word in particular. So this word starts with a W and has the movie title in the word. That's a big hint. So a wild natural area where few or no people live. I don't regret anything. Everything is just experience, right? I think that that's actually like interesting, this quote that she had at the end of the movie. Like maybe some of the things that we think are horrible for us were actually good in the end and bring us to the places that we need to be. So that is definitely an argument that one could say, I think. I think, Alicia, that's kind of your mindset on that one. So word that starts with a W, a wild and natural place where few or no people, live. Starts with a W. The movie that we just talked about on Instagram has this title as well. You like that too, Yuki? That's nice. So what can you tell me? Wilderness, ding, ding, ding. Yes, exactly. Super, Brigitte. So the wilderness, a place that's untouched, it's wild, it's natural, the wilderness. My little follow-up question for you is, would you rather spend 3 days in the wilderness or, oh, sorry, hold on. Let me move this closer because I can't see. Would you rather spend 3 days in the wilderness with no cell phone? Or 3 days in a noisy city where it's never quiet? What do you think? Which one would you choose? Wilderness, no phone, or city, no peace? What can you say? I don't know. I have so, like, I think I would be so lost in nature. I have no sense of direction, like none. I don't know about plants or animals or, like I admitted in our live stream just now, the most natural I want to go accommodation while wise is glamping. So yeah, that's my comfort zone. Or that's it. So I don't know. I don't, but on the other hand, I've been in New York City, and after 3 days of the constant sound of police cars and fire trucks and emergency vehicles, it was too much. It was so, like, I just could not wait to get out of that city. I would rather stay in wilderness for 3 days. I think so too. I think so. I think I would, yeah, maybe it would be good. I don't know. Okay. Thank you, Brigitte, for answering the question and for answering the definition. Here's our next definition. Definition number 4: to keep going even when something is hard or painful. Okay, that's the definition. I'm trying to think. And this is a phrasal verb. Okay, so yeah, this is a nice little phrasal verb. Which phrasal verb represents this? To keep going even when something is hard or painful. And the first word starts with a P, and the second word starts with a T. Okay, so the verb starts with a P and the preposition starts with a T, and I will add that. Oh, yep, okay. I don't know what I'm doing. P and T. So no P. So P is the verb, T is the preposition, and this is, yes, number 4. Sorry. Oh. These are for tomorrow. So I will have a live stream tomorrow at 3 p.m. We will talk about forgiveness. I think it'll be very nice. I want to start kind of adding a little challenge to our live streams where I want to pick 3 words from the lesson or phrasal verbs or idioms or something and create a little challenge so that those of you who participate in the live stream, at the end, when I have saved it, you have these 3 words to either write a definition, write a little story, to be able to use them. And I think like as a little homework assignment, if you will. So let's see. I prefer to spend time in the wilderness. It depends. I love wilderness, but if only there's no bears, right? Tigers or other dangerous animals. Yes, agreed. I would get eaten in 2 seconds. That's for sure. All right, let me move the definition again here. Let me see. Hold on. We need definition number 4. So, to keep going even when something is hard or painful. And in the movie Wild, I don't know how many of you have seen that movie or watched it for the live stream today. It's a really intense movie. And I saw it in 2014 when my life exploded. And it really resonated with me because a lot of these emotions were just really raw and current within my life. So I really liked the movie. It's intense. It's not for, I really appreciated it. And in this movie, I'll go ahead and give you the phrasal verb. She pushed through. So even when she was hungry and had nothing to eat, even though her backpack was way too heavy, and she's just trudging along, and she pushed through and made it to her destination. She pushed through. And to push through means to keep going even when something is hard or painful. Personal resilience. Yeah, exactly. Like to never give up. Exactly. And so like in this case, to push through, you don't give up. We don't know about never necessarily, but you push through, you keep going, even though maybe most people would have given up. And my extra little challenge here, let me see what I've got for you. What are some things people have to push through in life? What are some things you just have to push through? You just have to do it. You can't give up. What are some things that you can think of? In my situation, it was the breakup of my marriage. I had to push through. I had to work through the pain. I had to work through everything that was going on. I had 2 kids. I have myself. I could not give up in this case. Is it different, like to press on? Push through, press on. Press on is to continue. They're similar. They're very similar. Press on, push through. They're similar. I can't tell you right this second the difference really. Press on, keep going, push through. It's more, feels like more force, like it's more action going on. That would be what I would say off the top of my head. I like these questions. Sometimes I can answer them very easily, and sometimes I'm like, I don't know. Let's ask the bot. So for an easy answer here, press on. And in the meantime, maybe you can tell me a situation where you've had to push through something with parenting, right? Push through, continue on, be like aware of what you say, follow through with things. Press on versus push through. Let's see what the bot says. Yeah, so let's see. Push through. Let me see. Oh, retry. It's not working. Okay. I'll come back to that in a minute then. Let's take a look at number 5 then, our word for number 5. And do y'all find this useful? Do you enjoy this? What do you think? If you can give me a little feedback, that would be wonderful. So that I can make this better. I hope that the next time that we do this, that I will be able to do like a little, it'd be great if I had another camera and I could just kind of, draw lines, and then you can like guess letters if you don't know. Letting go of anger or blame after someone hurts you. Looking for a word where you do this. And as a hint, I'm not giving you a letter. Our topic for our live stream tomorrow is this. Letting go of anger or blame after someone hurts you. What is this word that I'm looking for? Let it go. So what can you tell me? To build a business with all the challenges, you've got to push through. You got to wake up every day and try your hardest. Absolutely, darling. I don't know why this is not working. I will have to add this maybe later on to the comments. Sorry, Alessio. Forgiveness, ding, 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 ding. Exactly. Letting go of anger and blame after someone hurts you is forgiveness. Forgiveness. So, little follow-up question. Let's see. Okay, I think this is a nice one, or an interesting food for thought, right? True or false? Forgiveness is more for yourself than for others. What do you think? Who benefits more? The person you forgive or you? What would you say? So forgiveness. Who benefits more? You or the other person that you forgive? Sometimes it's one and the same. Now that I think about it, sometimes it's one and the same. Yeah, what do you think? More for yourself. I think so too. Like, holding on to these feelings doesn't really help. It doesn't help you. And the second you're free of that nonsense, then yeah, I think so too. I agree with you, Alessio. All right, moving on to number 6. We've got 4 more to go. Let me scroll down here. Hold on. I have to figure out how to move this thing. Okay, here we go. Sorry. All right. So number 6, something you get to learn often from effort or experience. Now, we've not had this word, so I will definitely give you a letter for this. Boldness. Hi, Leticia, darling. Yes, definitely. Boldness. I'm not sure in which context that is. I'm not sure. Are you asking what that word means? I don't know. Definitely peace and can go forward. Exactly. So I'm looking for a word, something you get or learn often from effort or experience. I think that I am late to the party. Question number 1 Courage, exactly, courage. When you have the strength inside of you to go for something, to not live in fear, you have courage. You have courage. So, and better late than never. A boldness. Ah, yes, you can be bold. You can have courage. Bold is more like you do things and you're not scared, but so is courage. Bold for me is more acting on it. I can speak boldly. I can speak very openly and not care what people think. I can wear bold clothing. So for me, it's more of this open. But I'm going into, again, the same thing where I can't really, it's like these little tiny details here. And courage is something more you carry on the inside, this lack of fear. Skill, good words, lesson. I will give you the first letter. I don't know if we've ever had this word in a lesson. So it starts with a G. It actually starts with a G. So this word, something you learn often from effort or experience. And yes, and as another huge, no idea. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, I'll just write it. We have gain. Okay, if you gain something, you can gain knowledge, you can gain experience, you can gain effort, let's say money. So when you get something and you learn something through effort and experience, you gain something. And our little follow-up question here I'll pop up gain. Okay, gain rhymes with pain. A halt. Aha, aha. I need a bigger screen. I cannot see to save my life. It's so bad. Peter's like, oh my gosh, Jen, you're trying to be professional and you're like, you have your head in like the thing here. Anyway, yeah. So let's see, gain. What's something valuable you've gained from hard experience? What is something that you can tell me that you have gained from hard experience? I would say, I have gained. What have I gained in life? I don't know. That's a hard question, actually. Through experience. I have somewhat of some knowledge of German, depending on who you ask. Let's see. Yeah, I've gained some German language. I have gained experience in filming and editing and posting and creating videos through a lot of hard experience. I knew none of that before. What have you gained through hard experience? I should have gained some tolerance towards my children. That would be good. That would be something I would love. Let them be, don't be such a control freak. That would be really good, actually. But that's not happened yet. Still waiting for that one. But yeah. What have you gained? Hello, Anna. When you work with people, you gain patience. Ooh, yes, you do. Well, hopefully. Yes, that's the good thing. You gain patience when you work, and patience. I think a little typo there, sweetie, but I think you know what you mean. So I won't correct you. It's okay. Yeah, you gain patience. You learn to tolerate, maybe patience, tolerance, understanding, empathy, compassion. All of those words sometimes we gain through hard experience. And often when we experience things ourselves, we gain this insight because we can relate to what someone else is going through. All right. So let's see. Let's move on to our 7th word, living by myself after graduation. I gained a lot of social skills. Aha. So Yuki, in this situation, you had to gain social skills do you mean like so that you would get out of your home and communicate with others so you wouldn't be alone, maybe? Also with kids, you gain patience, hopefully. I think that sometimes I have patience with my children and sometimes I just want to, but that is how it is as parents. So yeah, we can't win them all. Okay, so let's see. Moving on to our next definition, to number 7, being alone, often by choice. So it's not like choosing to be on your own. Actually, sorry, it is choosing to be on your own because you want to be on your own and not because nobody wants to be with you. Let's see what you have to say. Boop, boop. I had to be courageous to move to the US by myself in my 20s for the first time and stay after my internship illegally. Oh yeah, I wouldn't do that today. I don't know if I knew that you lived in the United States. I somehow didn't know that or didn't remember. Okay, cool. So let's see. Being alone, often by choice. This word starts with an S. What can you tell me? Starts with an S. I can tell you what it rhymes with. It rhymes with attitude. To feel ashamed, question number two. Yeah, it kind of goes in that vein, but it's more regret. So what can you tell me? Starts with an S, rhymes with attitude. You want to be alone. You choose this. What is the word that I am looking for? What can you tell me? Solitude. Look at you, Brigitte. Woo-hoo-hoo. So yeah, solitude, right? Solitude. And my little follow-up question for that is, let's see. Do you enjoy being on your own? Do you hate it? One question. Or how much me time, so time that you need on your own, do you need? Do you have activities you like to do on your own? You can answer all those questions, one of them or none of them. Your call. Solitude. So everybody got it. Exactly. Solitude. When you choose to be on your own, then you have solitude. And you can be alone. And to point out this difference, a lot of people make this mistake and use alone for lonely. Lonely, and I will write it. So lonely. Lonely is when you are sad to be alone. Alone is typically kind of a neutral word. I'm alone here, it's fine. Or I'm alone here, it's not fine. So it can be either or. I'm alone at this restaurant tonight, Yeah. The question number 2 is regret. Let's see. I think that was, yes, exactly. Yes. I have no idea, like, you're going to see this later on. I don't know how this works. Anyway, I don't regret taking Jen's English class. I don't regret you ever becoming part of our community. I love having you all here. Sometimes I enjoy, sometimes I hate it, but I definitely need time for myself. Me too. I definitely do. Things I like to do on my own. You can say as well what you like. Like I said in our live stream, I love going to museums on my own. I guess same thing would be like art gallery, museum, things like that, where you have different taste. In fact, when I go to museums nowadays with Peter, we go together and we split. So he goes and checks it out, I check it out, and then we come together. And then it's really interesting to see the things that he found that I didn't find, and vice versa. And also the things that we both were like, God, that was so cool. So I love going to museums with Peter and then being on my own and enjoying it and soaking it up for the way that my mind kind of works, and then sharing it. So that's also a nice thing. I enjoy to be alone with me and my thoughts. I needed so much to get energy and to have patience with my kids. Yes, absolutely. Moms need me time, big time. Okay, so solitude was our number 7. Next one, something I do not have at all, this skill. Finding your way, especially when traveling or hiking. So, finding your way. What can you tell me? Yuki, what do you have to say? I used to enjoy solitude, but ever since I met my partner, I prefer sticking next to him all the time. I'm just like a magnet. So you never have moments where you're kind of like, I just want to be on my own. I don't know. I get it, but I need some me time sometimes. I don't know. That's just me. And Peter too, he needs his me time. So I respect that. It's nice when you have both, I think. Like when you have, to each his own. I don't know where I'm going with this. A sense of orientation. One word, one word. And if I give you the letter, then it is going to be very clear. It starts with an N, an N. And I do not have the skill whatsoever. I am constantly lost. Even when I have this on my phone, it says do this, I do that. It's horrible. So looking for a word that starts with N that deals with finding your way, especially when traveling or hiking. It is also, yeah. Question 3, wilderness, but I don't know if I'm right. And you are right. You are more than right. You're righter than right. You're right. Exactly. Good guess. So what can you tell me? Navigation, exactly. So I have no navigation skills. What about you? How good are you at navigating your way around a city that you know, don't know, navigating your way around countryside, landscapes, hikes? I never know where I am. Even when I live in a city for a long period of time, I don't have this navigational skills gene. What about you? I'm the worst at it. I never know where I am. In Hamburg, there's one area, and for me, everything looked like that area. It's a big city. So I just was like, that's that area. Everything looks the same for some reason. So what about you? Can you navigate pretty well? Are you good at it? Are you bad at it? What can you tell me? Do you have any tips for being able to navigate? I find that for me, like if somebody tells me a street name, I have no idea. But if you tell me, oh, it's that restaurant, the restaurant is on that street, or that shop, if you give me like a physical sort of destination, then I know it. Street name, forget it. It's all the same. I will choose wilderness even if I get lost. Okay. So I guess later on, Leticia, you're going to say that navigational skills are not the best as well. What else is it? Anybody have any sort of tips for navigating? Are you good at it? Are you bad at it? Yeah, let me know. Otherwise, we will slowly but surely move on to number 9, I think. Yes, I think we're on number 9 now. Yes. Okay. So to number 9. Here we go. And your comments. I don't have any navigational sense, but I don't need it anymore because my partner was an engineer and can navigate systems. Yes, Peter's like Christopher Columbus. He always knows his way. So I'm just like, okay, I'll let you deal with it. Seriously, I don't have to worry about that. He enjoys it. So that's a good thing too. I hate it. I never know where I am. Even like in my car, like if I try to go somewhere and I try to outsmart myself before I sold my car, and I would always get it wrong. Always, always, always. I usually have good navigational skills, but when I was in New York, I felt lost. Okay. All right. It happens, So word I'm looking for, the way someone sees or understands something, it starts with a P. What can you tell me? The way someone sees something or understands something starts with a P. What can you tell me? We have this word and one more word, and then we're done. And I will go live again tomorrow at 3 p.m. our normal time. Topic is forgiveness. I hope that you have a chance to join. Be wonderful. So yeah, our word, the way someone sees something or understands something. And this can be a major thing that we have in conflicts because two people see things differently. And ding, ding, ding. Thank you, Alessio. Perspective. It's a matter of perspective. Sometimes there's not a right or a wrong. It's a matter of perspective. And in this case, my little extra question to you is, oh, I had a video. Let me see if I can do this. So I'm trying to like experiment here. So I think this is going to cut me off. I hope you can still hear me, but I'm going to show you a video. And this is a matter of perspective here, right? So I want you to like think of the different perspectives that people can have. Here's the video. Let's see if I can play this. Let me see if I can do 2. Hold on. Boop. that going to work? And let me see if I can add the video. Nope. Okay. So this is our video. Which perspectives? What's going on? What is she thinking? What is he thinking? Which perspective do they have? What is going on? Okay. Oh, that's cool. That just cuts away. I hope you can hear me when the video is playing. Please give me some feedback. Anna, you can take something as a reference, a building, for example. That's true. So I do. For me, the only way I'm going to be able to navigate is if there's a shop that I've been to. I like the clothing. I'm like, yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Everyone has so many vocabulary. Yeah. People are doing good. Perspective. So I'm going to show you the video again because that's just fun. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me when the video is playing? So then I know for future reference if I can show more videos. How cool would that be? So let's see. Video. So she's angry. He's whatever. What's going on? What are their perspectives on this situation? Yes, let me know. And boop, here I am. So we can hear you while the video. Yes, cool. So I can add videos now. That's awesome. All right. So what do you think the dude is thinking? What is the lady thinking? What's going on? Which perspective? What do you think is happening in that situation? Yes. What can you tell me? What is their perspective? And it's maybe a lot to write, so I don't know. But I am so excited we can add video to our lessons. Yay! Very cool. I want to do more of that then. That's very, very cool. Because then maybe I can type a question, I can have that going, and the video. Woo! I love that. We'll have a lot more stuff to play with. So he can't stand his girlfriend anymore. He's fed up. A good little phrasal verb. If you have had enough of someone or something, you are fed up. If you want to tell me something that you are fed up, it's something that drives you crazy. I'm fed up with when I walk down the street, like the sidewalk in Hamburg, especially in our area. If I'm walking on the sidewalk, then here's a couple walking on the sidewalk, and sidewalks are not big. They are normal size in Germany. And so when I'm walking on the sidewalk and the couple, they force me off the sidewalk. So I have to walk in dirt. So I am fed up with that. I am fed up with people who walk as a couple and don't move behind each other so that I have to walk in the dirt, that they think that they have the right to be on the sidewalk, walking next to each other and not me. I'm fed up with that. You can tell me something you're fed up with. You can tell me the perspective from the different people in the video. So let's see. He is getting tired of her stressful anger. Yes, she's nagging at him and complaining. We don't know why. Maybe she's right. Maybe she has a reason why she's that way. Maybe she doesn't. It's a matter of perspective. He thinks, I got it. It's enough. Shut up. Right? We have to push through in life in general, but I would say in marriage, yes, or in a relationship in general, for sure. Push through, find solutions. And last but not least for today, we have this word. Yes, I like this lesson in new decor. Yay! Oh, we're on Ibiza right now. I don't know if it's been a while since we've been here. So let's see. Last word for the day. Here we go. Not giving up even when things are hard. This word starts with hold on, let me go to my comments here. I would say it's enough if I were in a situation. Definitely. Yes. And I think if I were her, I wouldn't want to feel that much anger as well. Like her being angry at him all the time, then even if he deserves that anger, let's say deserves that anger, then I need to get out of the situation if I feel this thing coming into me and I can't let go. I think I need to change or I need to leave kind of thing. I wouldn't want that for myself. It's a little bit like the forgiveness thing, I think, where, why would you want to live a life like that? Okay, starts with a D, all right? Our word, not giving up, even when things are hard. And I'm going to try to find my answer for you, Alessio. Let me see if my iPad is working again. Let me see, I'll type this in here. Copy. Because your question was press on or push through versus push through. She had better learn to control her anger, definitely. Okay, so word that starts with a D, yes, forgiveness benefits me and my soul. Yes. So not giving up, even when things are hard, the word starts with a D. What can you tell me? And ChatGPT is working its little robotic brain here to help us out here with the difference really between to press on and push through. Similar. They're definitely similar. Let's see. Let me give you another little hint. It's a weird hint, so I won't give you that. So D-E, determined, yes. And in this case, I was looking for the noun, but absolutely, let's go with this. Determined, determination, exactly. The bot is not being constructive. I will have to get back to you later on that. So determination, yes, when you are strong, you don't give up, you push through, you carry on, and yeah, never throw in the towel. Love that, exactly. Beautiful idiom. So let's see. So my last little final way of being able to kind of practice these words is finish this sentence, please. When things get tough, I keep going because. So I'll write it in here. When things get tough, I keep going because ... What can you tell me? I don't know if I have any typos here. So what is your determination based on? Why do you hang in there when things get tough? I keep going because. So what is it? What is it that keeps you going? I think for some of us with children, it's our children. We can live in societies where we feel like this responsibility to our family name, to our society. That could be something. Never give up. Exactly. Determination. Now I'm going to go back to my ChatGPT request. It's completely ignoring me. It's saying that there's no internet connection. Yes, because I turned it off. Yes, there we go. Because if you push through, you will receive a huge payout. Okay? Payoff, sorry. I'm loyal to me. I like that. Me too, right? It's like I have a really strong work ethic and really hard. I think I'm really hard on myself, but kind of in a good way sometimes. I don't know. So I'm with you, Brigitte. I hold myself accountable for things. Ranit, because that's life. We need to be resilient and bear everything our life brings to our road, right? And it's often how we handle things, right? When bad things happen, how do we handle them? With determination. Yes. Hello, Francisco. Because I need to follow ahead. Yeah, keep going. So I guess this is also for you as well. You do this for yourself. Question 6, yes, gain. No pain, no gain. Yes. So, all right. So here we go. Press on is when emphasizing steady persistence, steady progress. Okay, so press on. Push through is emphasizing overcoming an obstacle or hardship. So again, like what I thought, press on is more this everyday, keep going, push through. There's more that you have, more obstacles, more challenges. It's a harder thing to get through. I want to earn success. Me too. I want that silver YouTube play button. I know it's crazy. Peter calculated it. At the rate that I'm going, it will take 25 years for me to get that. So I'm pushing for that. I'm going to push through. I'm going to, like every week, I'm going to show the number and hope that people have some willingness. I don't want to say pity or empathy. Have some willingness to join the account. Anyway, folks, I super appreciate your time. You're fine. Let's see. Gratitude. I've gained gratitude in my life. I'm very blessed to have a happy family. Alessia, we all stumble, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Love that as well. Nice saying. Thank you, folks, so very much for your time. I will go live tomorrow, Wednesday at 3 p.m., our normal time, with this topic, forgiveness. Lots of vocab, lots of different stuff. I'm so excited we can add videos now. I think that's so cool. I'll have to play with that for next week. And and then on Thursday, probably Thursday morning, I will go live with Mike, and we will cover some news events, some fun things that we have dug up, not anything heavy or sort of, nowadays, I mean, the sky is the limit, but fun things, interesting things that I think will be fun to talk about. So have a great time. Yuki, I hope you make it safely home. Thank you, Brigitte, because I don't want wasting my precious time with stress. I hear you, right? Let's see. I am Ukrainian, I think. I needed to have determination to stay in my country. You're Terry, I think, right? I needed to have determination to stay in my country when I had opportunity to leave it. Take care. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. See you hopefully tomorrow and the day after. And then I'll leave you in peace, okay? Take care. Bye.